Hey guys, Reserpentine here. As you probably know, a couple of days ago, a whole bunch of Pokemon names were leaked. Uh, Pokemon Japan immediately released a trailer to show off all those leaked names just to counteract any issues that might occur. Um, we got some new information there. However, today the English site has updated, and there's actually some more information that's not in the Japanese stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking a look at that. First, let's just play the trailer. I'm not sure why it's buffering now, it didn't before. There we go. Okay, so there was the trailer. I'm going to go through and take a look at some of the more interesting stuff there. Uh, First, I do want to point out it does look like Tapu Koko is the name of the Pokemon in battle. It's not just a title. So it's the first time where we've actually had a split name Pokemon. Okay, small issue there. Didn't cause too much trouble. So, like I said, I was going to go through and take a look at some of the more interesting information that we didn't have in the Japanese trailer. There's not a whole lot, but there is some stuff. So, of course, we know Tapu Koko is the guardian of Mele Mele. So we do have confirmation that Mele Mele is named the island in English as well as Japanese. And we can see it's a fairly electric surge going here. It's basically an automatic electric terrain. Now, this is something we were able to guess from the Japanese, but it wasn't confirmed until now. Grubbin does indeed evolve into Chargebug, who then evolves into Vikavolt. That being Bug Electric, it was likely, but it wasn't impossible that they could be something else. Also, I love Chargebug, it's adorable. First we have Drampa here. And Bruxish. I won't bring this up because I've seen a lot of people complain about Bruxish's design being overly designed and too gaudy. Bruxish basically looks exactly like the Hawaiian state fish. So this was not over-designed at all. This was basically designed to look like the actual state fish. So yeah, whether or not you like it doesn't make a difference. It's not an overly designed thing. You can not like it all you want. It's not one of my favorite designs, but I understand the design. I also find interesting is this Bruxish is male. So obviously it's one of those ones that can be male or female despite its looks. Cutiefly is just adorable. It's based off of a type of bee, and I love it. And of course, we have Togedemaru, our new cute electric type, or some people call them Pika clones. As is traditional for the cute electric types, it keeps the Japanese name. I don't think there's ever been an exception to that. They've always kept their Japanese name. This one is based off the hedgehog, which are illegal to own in Hawaii because they would cause an issue, like with like Young Goose, where you take a predator species and release them. Now you have all those predator species going around. So presumably Togedemaru is the Pokemon that's talked about on Young Goose's entry in the on the main page. In fact, they might even have updated that, so I'll have to check that out. And this is actually what I find most interesting. Zygarde's full power. We already knew that the 10% form was getting in there. What's interesting is that the cores are confirmed to be part of the game now. The cores could have easily just been something that's only shown in the anime just to explain it, but no, they are definitely within the game based off of this here. And that was pretty much it for the trailer, I believe. Come on, close. You're not going to freeze again, are you? Okay, good. So first, let's take a look at the details for Tapu Koko, the land spirit Pokemon. I will point out that it specifically says the land spirit. So it's possible that the others there might be Sky and Sea as well. I don't know what the fourth would be. So its category is the land spirit Pokemon. It's 5'11", 45.2 pounds. Has the ability Electric Surge. And let's just take a look at this here, see if it just shows what we want. Yeah, okay, so the video is just watched what we've already seen in that trailer then. I really like this design. I like that it has the tiki mask that then splits open to reveal the person inside. So here we go. Tapu Koko is a special Pokemon that protects the area where it lives. It's called the Guardian Deity of Mele Mele Island. one of the islands of the Alola region. Although it's known as a guardian deity, it's surprisingly fickle Pokemon and will not necessarily come to your aid if you need help. Despite that, this Pokemon has a strong sense of curiosity. If it becomes interested in a person or in other Pokemon, it may come to play or battle with them. Presumably, this is how the protagonist meets them in the beginning of the game. Tapu Koko's ability is Electric Surge, an ability never before seen in Pokemon. The Electric Surge fills the field around the Pokemon's feet with electricity when it appears, raising the power of electric moves for Pokemon on the ground and preventing any Pokemon from falling asleep. Okay, that part I did not realize. So it's electric terrain with it preventing sleep. So no rest while that ability is active. Interesting. Tapu Koko can learn a new move called Nature's Madness, which slams into an opponent and reduces that Pokemon's HP by half. It says reduces that Pokemon's HP by half, not a percentage of its HP, but its HP by half. So presumably, it keeps Divine by half until it can't anymore. So it might be a nice way to have an actual a type of I can't remember what the move's called, but false swipe, a type of false swipe that will actually be effective against ghosts. So we have some nice concept design here. Tapu Koko can store up electricity by enclosing itself in the shells on its arms. It also appears to enter this form during other special times. I'm going to assume special times like the festival. Alright, so let's go back there a bit. I'm going to go to all the Pokemon pages eventually, but I want to take a look at the sneak peek at new features as well, because it looks like something interesting is coming back that I was not expecting. So there's going to be new information here soon. Right now there's not really much there. So this is presumably that forest cave entrance that we see behind the festival area on Melee Melee. I would not be surprised if this is Tapu Koko's home. Not really sure what the feature is here. It may just be another case of directly behind in caves like we had in X and Y. I'm saying that may not necessarily be a new feature because the other picture is not a new feature either. That's not even a new feature at all. That's just the Pikachu about. But this is the one I was talking about. We see them riding a... is Stoutland the final one? I can't remember. I don't know the names of this line very well. But we can see that Pokemon riding is coming back, and hopefully they expanded a bit so that we can ride a bit more freely. Because I would definitely love to be able to ride around more than just the small areas we had in X and Y. And I think having a more open environment like they do in Sun and Moon might allow that to happen. So yeah, that's all that's there. So let's go to the Pokemon page. Alright, I'm going to leave the Zygarde stuff for last. Let's take a look at Charjabug first. Charjabug stays perfectly still in preparation for evolution and often spends time with its body half buried in the earth. Charjabug is able to store up electricity, store enough power to run a household for a whole day. Wow, that is a lot. Power stores can be provided to other Pokemon, so it also serves as a battery. It's its ability. Charjabug has the battery ability, which is a brand new ability. It allows it to raise the power of an ally special move, so it's probably good for the double and triple battles then. Seriously, I love the design of this thing. It's just so cute. And of course, Charjabug evolves into Vikavolt. Stagnant Pokemon, 4'11". Wow. Once again, huge bug. Weight 99.2 pounds, and the ability to levitate. And what that ability is to allow for more versatility in the sky battles. Yveltal is like a fortress that zooms through the forest, firing beams of electricity from its mouth. Huge jaws controlling electricity blast out. Adept acrobatic flight maneuvers, like tailspins and sharp turns. Fly at high speeds, even through complicated tangles of branches. Yveltal clasps Charge Bug with its legs and uses it as an extra battery. If a battle drags on, it can use the electric power from Charge Bug to continue firing off powerful moves. If Yveltal is engaged in a fierce aerial fight, it releases Charge Bug to make itself lighter and increases its mobility. So this is another one that's two Pokemon in one like the Magnemite line. That's cool. And we finally have these two revealed in English, so I'm going to take a look at Komala first, who is called Nekawala in Japan. It is the drowsing Pokemon, normal typed, 1'4", 43.9 pounds. It has the ability Comatose. No one has ever seen a Komala awake. It eats, travels, and even battles while sound asleep. Its saliva can be used as a medicine for the sick or sleepless, according to ancient people. They say if you take a small amount of the saliva remaining after it eats leaves, water the saliva down, and drink it, you'll be able to sleep well. Komala clings to a log pillow that its parents have given to it. Once it has grasped this log, it almost never releases it. If it does lose hold of its log, the Pokemon will be unable to sleep well and will thrash about wildly. So I'm guessing it learns the Thrash ability, the Thrash attack, or I can't remember what that attack's actually called, but you know what I mean. Apparently, it will sometimes cling to the arms of a trainer it trusts. That's cute. I hope we get to see that. Komala has the Comatose ability, which is a new ability. Keeps it perpetually in a drowsing state, which prevents it from getting any other status condition. Interesting. I'm going to assume that it wakes up when it evolves. This one is called Iwanko in Japan. It's called Rockruff in the US, it looks like. Puppy Pokemon. Type is Rock. Height is 1'8". Weighs 20.3 pounds. Has the ability Keen Eye and Vital Spirit. Rockruff has eccentric sense of smell. Once it's smelled an odor, doesn't forget it. Tales of these Pokemon getting separated from their trainers and using the faintest traces of their scent to track them for days until they are reunited exist. It's a sociable Pokemon, but as it grows, its disposition gets wilder, so pretty much like any other dog. If it begins to howl when the sun goes down, that's proof that it's close to evolving. So, confirmed that it evolves. Not really surprised since it's definitely a first area mammal, I think. It said that it leaves its trainer's side to evolve and returns again when fully evolved. Rockruff stands bravely in battle, even when it's taking damage. Although an opponent may be stronger than Rockruff, the puppy Pokemon is so persistent it keeps going until it outlasts its foe and gets the win. So it's a very tenacious Pokemon, I like that. Bite is a good move for Rockruff. It deals damage by biting an opponent with sharp teeth, and they make the target flinch. I definitely like Rockruff. I usually don't have a Rock type on my team, so I might actually have a Rock type for once. And I want to check Yomi's page to see if there was anything about Togedemaru on it now. Yep, doesn't say, but I think we can be pretty sure that Togedemaru is like Yomi's prey. Speaking of which, let's take a look at Togedemaru. It's the roly-poly Pokemon, and I can kind of see why. Type is Electric Steel, height is a foot, weight 7.3 pounds, has the abilities Iron Barbs and Lightning Rod. Roly-poly Pokemon gathers electricity and stores it. The long needle that grows from the back of its head works as a lightning rod to attract electricity. With this reservoir of electrical energy, Togedemaru is able to release powerful electric-type attacks. Covering its body is a pattern of fur with strands like needles. That means that Togedemaru can roll itself up and presto, its ball prickles. Skilled trainers have developed the strategy of getting other Pokemon to unleash the electric-type attacks on Togedemaru, which absorbs their power to use in response attack. On days when lightning strikes, you can sometimes see Togedemaru gather and bristle out their needles, waiting to be struck by lightning. Interesting, so that's not a tail, that is a long spike. I really love this Pokemon's design, it is adorable. We have Drampa here. It's a plastic Pokemon. Its type is normal, dragon. I don't know whether or not we've had that type combination before. We might have. I don't know for sure. Height is 5'10", so it's one of the larger ones. Weight 407.9 pounds. Abilities Berserk and Sap Sipper. And this one is, of course, based more off a Chinese dragon. Drampa are dragons that live alone in the mountains, 10,000 feet above sea level. Since they can't obtain the berries they feed on at that range, they descend to the base of the mountains at dawn every day. Drampa love communicating with people and Pokemon. They're especially gentle with children and appear at schools and parks where children gather. While Drampa is usually a gentle Pokemon, it can fly to range if a child it cares for is hurt in some way. Very protective, okay. Dragon Breath move that fires off at such times is powerful enough to blow down buildings. Drampa can have the Berserk ability, an ability that no other Pokemon has ever had. With the Berserk ability, this Pokemon's special attack goes up by 1 when its HP drops below half. So it's not that good of an ability, but it's decent for a Dragon type, since most Dragon type moves are special. At least I think they are. So Cutiefly. The Bee-Fly Pokemon. So its category is literally the species it's based off of. Bee-Fly Pokemon. Okay. Type is Bug Fairy. Height is 4 inches. Wow. Weight is 4 pounds. Abilities Honey Gather and Shield Dust. Cutiefly can detect the auras of living things, including people, Pokemon, plants. They search out flowers by color and brightness of their auras and then gather their nectar and pollen. So that's pretty close to how real bees work, actually. When living creatures are excited, it seems that their auras resemble those of flowers in full blooms. As a result, these Pokemon tend to gather near people or Pokemon feeling particularly happy or sad. Cutiefly mostly live in fields and meadows on the outskirts of cities. Sometimes appear in towns and even inside buildings, drawn in by the emotions of the living beings of the community. They're releasing a lot of fun bug types. I really like this one's design too. It's just so adorable. Alright, let's take a look at Bruxish. This is the Gnash Teeth Pokemon, no surprise there. Type is Water Psychic. Height is 2'11", weight is 41.9 pounds, and has the abilities Dazzling or Strong Jaw. Bruxish emits a strong psychic power from the protuberance on its head. When its opponents are bathed in its power, they're stricken with terrible headaches and fall unconscious. As it emits its psychic power, it grinds its teeth loudly. When nearby Pokemon hear the sound of Bruxish's teeth gnashing, they sense danger and flee immediately. In the Alola region, lifeguards let Bruxish remain in their area to prevent dangerous water-type Pokemon from gathering there. Again, some of that happens in real life in Hawaii, with its real-life equivalent. Bruxish digs holes in the seafloor, leaving just the protuberance on its head exposed while emitting a low level of psychic power. This serves as a radar, so when it detects prey, it can leap to the attack. Sorry, I don't know why I can't talk today. Bruxish can have the new ability Dazzling, which no other Pokemon has ever had. Dazzling ability prevents opponents from using priority moves that normally strike first. Interesting. So any move that would take priority, Dazzling will prevent. So basically, this Pokemon will always go first. That's definitely an interesting ability. And now let's take a look at the Zygarde stuff. I want to take a look at the cores first. The cores and cells that make up Zygarde. Each of Zygarde's forms are made by gathering together its cell-like components called cores and cells. Neither cores nor cells have the power to battle on their own as individuals. Only when gathered together can they take action as Zygarde. Zygarde core. Cores are cell-like components that make up Zygarde, and only a small number of them exist. Cores serve as brains, and by gathering cells and create Zygarde's different forms. Cores have their own wills and sometimes act on their own. Zygarde cells. Cells make up the parts of Zygarde other than its brain. There are many more cells than there are cores, and they exist all around the Alola region. Cells do not possess wills of their own. They act in accordance with the orders of a core. So it sounds like we are getting a storyline for Zygarde within this game. So that's interesting. Here's the 10% form. Thousand waves move that way Zygarde can learn. 1,000 arrows move that way Zygarde can learn. Ground type move. Let's see. When emergency occurs, this form can take action separately from Zygarde's 50% form, which comprises its main body. It is just a single core performing the functions of its brain, so it can only maintain this form for a short period of time. So it sounds like 50% can turn into 10%. When allowed, the speed exceeds 60 miles per hour. This form is 3 foot 11 and weighs 73.9 pounds. I'm not seeing much new information here that we haven't seen in other videos or in X and Y, so I'm not going to go too much over that. Zygarde protects the entire ecosystem. That's its role. That's why it can exist in all. It sounds like the Zygarde 10% or Zygarde 50% with the Power Construct ability will be able to change forms into its complete form during battle if its HP drops below half. Okay. So we can have 50% form separately from 10% form. That's something I was curious about. It does still sound like 50% can turn into 10%, based off what 10% said. 14 foot 9 inches and weighs 1,344.8 pounds. Wow. Zygarde complete form is specialized for battle, enabling Zygarde to fight with its full power and fulfill its duty of protecting the Pokemon ecosystem. Core Enforcers move that only Zygarde can learn and can erase the abilities of any opponents that have already used a move on the same turn as used. With its tail, each has their own core. Each core serves as a brain and can make decisions and act independently. And I'm curious, do we have the name of the island now if the Alola region card has been updated at all? Nope. Okay. So that's basically all of the new information we have for Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm sure Game Explain has a video up, and I highly recommend you watch theirs, because I'm sure they found stuff that I have not seen at all. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you guys next time.